Good morning, ma'am. We are from Group 2, and now we're gonna to present our mini research project with the title about the impact of stress on Pattimura University students. So, the next slide, please. The slide is overview. Overview is the list of content that we will present in this presentation. The first is definition of stress. The second one is research objective. The third one is collecting data about questionnaire and interview data. The fourth one is conclusion, and the fifth or the last is reference. Next slide, please. Definition of stress. Stress is how we react when we feel pressured or threatened. This usually happens when we are in a situation that we feel we cannot control or manage. Stress is common to everyone, adults and children alike. In experiencing stress, the body becomes alert to challenges or dangers. Next. This research objective. So the purpose of this research is to find out the causes of stress, especially emotional stress for students, and how it affects students both personally and academically. Next. So the data collecting is presenting by Nova Muraram. Nova Muraram, time is yours.
Here is our data collecting, and first of all, I wanna clarify about our participant. we supposed to have um, we were supposed to have 18 participants, but one of the faculties didn't fill out the questionnaire that we distribute, so we only got 17 participants. And we used two methods for get the data for this mini research. The first method is we use yes or no questionnaire questions, and the second method is interview. And as you can see in this slide, we have seven questions in our questionnaire, and the first is, have you ever experienced stress during college? The second is, has your stress impact on your studies performance? The third is, have you ever experienced physical distress due to stress? The fourth question is, has your stress made it difficult for you to manage your lifestyle? For example, like eating, sleeping, interacting, and behavior. The fifth question is, does stress affect you emotionally, such as mixed feelings at the same time or always feeling insecure? The sixth question is, has your stress had impact on the onset of other illness? And the last question is there an activity that can relieve your stress? And the next slide. Here is our result of our questionnaire data for question number 1 and question number 2. We can see that only certain participants of 17 participants, they say that they had experienced stress during college and especially in Pattimura University. For participants in Pattimura University, didn't experience stress during the college. And for the second question, we got 11 from 17 participants, they say that stress greatly impacts their studies and academics, while the others say no impact on their college.
The next slide is presenting by Rustini. Rustini, time is yours.
Okay, in the next question is, do you experience it physical problems due to stress? For the third question, 5 out of 17 participants agreed that the stress they experienced had an impact on their physical disorders, while the other 12 participants disagreed. And the fourth question is, has your stress made it difficult for you to manage your lifestyle? For example, in this case, eating, sleeping, and interacting in behavior. For the fourth questions, uh, certain of 17 participants say that the stress they experienced had an impact on their lifestyle, while the other four participants say that the stress they experienced had no impact on their lifestyle. For the fifth question is, does stress affect you emotionally, such as mixed feelings at the same time or always feeling insecure? For the fifth questions, you can see on the bar chart, 13 out of 17 participants agreed that stress has an impact on their emotions, while the other four participants disagreed. And the next question is, has your stress had an impact on the onset of their illnesses? For the six questions, on the bar chart, you can see 5 out of 17 participants agreed that the stress experienced had an impact on their health, in this case causing illness, and the other 12 participants disagreed.
Okay, the next slide is presenting by Sabana Hayate. Sabana, time is yours.
The last question is there are activity that can relieve your stress? For the seventh question, all participants agree that their stress could be relieved by doing other activities. Interview question. We have three question interview. First, what are the things that cause you to become stressed as a student, especially at Pattimura University? Second, what disorder did you experience as a result of stress when you were a student at Pattimura University? And the last question is, do you think stress really impact your academic and non-academic studies? If yes, what are some of the impact for you?
The next slide is presenting by Kak Jenny Miro. Kak Jenny, time is yours.
So the next slide is uh, the result of interview data. So for the first question, the average cause of student stress is too many assignments and lectures who are too strict. For the second question, the average stress experienced by students has an impact on their physical and mental disorder. The physical disorder they experience are regular eating, messy sleeping partner, and frequent hitches. Meanwhile, mental disorder experienced by students are often overthinking and feeling restless. For the third question, the extra stress experienced by students has an impact on their academic, such as decreased GPA due to many class absences and not focusing on lectures. Next slide. So the conclusion is Based on the data from questionnaire and interview, it can be concluded that stress is something that students are vulnerable to, whether caused by lectures, friendship, family, or themselves. Of course, the stress experience has an impact on students' mental, physical, and even academic health. However, stress is a normal attitude felt by humans, with stress showing that we are still human. So, do everything you want to do, give yourself a reward, love, and appreciate yourself, and keep praying.
Okay, the next slide. Here is references that we conducted in make our mini research project. So the next slide, ma'am, that's all about our presentation. Thank you for your attention.